what the brother here was saying about predators, that's huge. I experienced that firsthand, but I'm from Detroit. So it was a little different when the person approached me, kept leaving candy bars on my bed. Somebody kept leaving a candy bar on my bed. In the morning, your unit, your doors open up at 5:45 a.m. and they stay open all day until 11:45 at night. Somebody kept opening my door and leaving a candy bar on my bed. And I thought it was my cellman. I kept asking him, did you leave this candy bar on my bed? He kept saying, no, I thought you put it there. And I'm like, no, I didn't put it there. This went on for about a week. Somebody was, I guess I must have looked a certain way to him. But he approached me a week later and let me know that he was the one leaving the candy bars for me on the bed. I said, thank you, they were good. I ate every one of them. So he proceeded to tell me that for eating the candy bars he left, I had to do something, but before he could say what it was, I punched him in the mouth. And we fought. If you're not willing to do that, that's not a place you want to be. Basically, he was telling me he was going to take my manhood for them candy bars. But I'm from Detroit, so you know it was a different story. It was a different story. Not to be boastful and bragful about it, but if you're not willing to do that, I've seen guys get taken advantage of, young guys, because some predator puts some fear in their heart, and next thing you know, you his girlfriend. You know, so this is not a place to be glorified. This is not. You got guys that's in there praying on the week. They size you up from the time you walk in the gate. They sizing you up. You know, he look like he's soft. Here's a commissary that's for me. When you go to commissary, get that for me. Or don't come back to the unit. Check in. I heard somebody say, check in. That means if you don't come back with this commissary that I told you to get, go to the lieutenant and tell him you want to go to solitary confinement because you can't come back to this compound.
And you know what they tell you? Fight, fuck, or lock up.
Fight, fuck, or lock up.
That's what the officers will tell you. Fight, fuck, or lock up.
And most lock up who not willing to fight. Who not willing to fight, you're going to lock up. You're going to go to solitary confinement and get taken out of general population because you fear for your life. This happens all the time. But the predators, you know, they know who and who not to mess with. Yeah. Go ahead.
Because see, we served 2 different times, right? And he's an older, and from going from a federal prison to a state prison, it's a little, the consequences are a little bit different, right? When we use that term to fight, fuck, or lock up, you have to understand that if you fuck, then you fucked, right? If you fight and you don't win, then you fucked. But if you lock up, and the next joint that you get to, and these inmates learn that you locked up, well, guess what? You still fuck because they look at you as though you're a weak individual.
That follow you wherever you go.
So it's like a lose situation. Can you just go to prison and be like, hey, I don't want to be involved in anything? No.
If you a check-in, that follow you wherever you go. So any compound you get to, that's with you, that you checked in at the last compound. So you're a coward or you're afraid, so you're going to get extorted everywhere you go. Somebody's going to try you everywhere you go. He check in.
Yeah.
You know, that's the reality of that.
Yeah.
It's not anything to glorify at all. That's the reality of predators. You got all types of stuff going on in prison. You know,